Hello everybody, welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie, for those who don't know me, reviewing Married at First Sight Australia Season 9, Episode 37. Before I get into it, as always, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, and let's get into some mess. So before I actually get into it, I just want to say some of y'all Mass fans are a little unhinged, all right? Understandably so, you do not like Olivia. A lot of us don't like Olivia. But the hate comments, the death threats, the people showing up to her house, that's excessive.
Some lunatics have just pulled up outside my home, don't know how they got my address, and have screamed that I'm a rat and I should die in a hole. So I've called my mum, I've called Jack, I've called the police, I've called Channel 9 security thing, and yeah, great. I can barely go out in public and now I can't even chill at home. Like, what the do people want from me?
So with that being said, I just want to remind anybody who might, indulge in my videos who thought about spewing hate towards her, it's a television show. All right? And ultimately, at the end of the day, her actions don't affect you personally. So let the ramifications find her. The death threats, the stalking, it's a little bit too much. So on to the actual episode. The first couple on the couch is Ella and Mitch, who share that Mitch's decision to go home was good for their relationship.
Oh, I missed her, and I was always thinking about it. It was like I want Ella to be in my world.
Now, those who've been here for a while know that I don't really look up tabloids and stuff like that. So I'm not quite sure what are the rumors on the streets between these two. I hear that he was a model who was recruited and is playing a financial aid or something or whatever. But then on the other hand, I've heard that they actually are a true couple together. But then I've also seen her and Brent places, and I'm just like, I'm confused.
I know everyone wants to know what's going on between me and Ella, and I'm saying we're just friends, but Ella, stop sending me messages late at night. No, I'm not awake. That's it.
Ella, anything from you?
I love the team umbrella. Like, I love the nation loves that, that we were mismatched and we probably would have been a better match. We are very similar. Brent is, the next bachelor, that's for sure.
Are you guys seeing that she's like friend zoning me in front of all these people? Are you getting that?
In an ideal world, I would like her to be with Brent. Reason being, I felt like he was given a bad hand from the word go, and she was given a person who would constantly demean her. And I just feel like they both deserve each other, both being Ella and Brent. And if they really are together, I support it. If she's with Mitch, I mean, I know I just said it was a TV show, but like, really? Don't do that. On to Selena and Cody, who I don't know why the room was shocked that they're not together anymore, because it seemed like the next step. Why would this couple ever work? So essentially what had happened was they had made plans to move in together as per Cody's suggestion, but at the dinner party, he was feeling kind of on edge. And when she reached out to him, he was like, oh, this is forced. You're doing too much. I need to retreat.
Like, I know I didn't show Selena how much I cared, and that's my biggest fault, but she needs someone who can show her, and I can't.
I told y'all before, I'll say it again, the lack of emotional maturity, emotional expression, just the way that he saw everything Selena would do as overkill, I'm just like, you are not ready for love. At least not a genuine love. And even if he was ready, I wouldn't necessarily put him with Selena, because I could see certain insecurities in Selena that would only be heightened by being with somebody like Cody. But at the end of the day, Cody's natural response to everything is to be reclusive. And with somebody who's so emotionally expressive as Selena, it was never going to work. She reached out to hold your hand and you flinched? Oh, I would die on the spot. I would die on the spot if my partner, who I'm supposed to be moving in with, can't even handle me holding their hand. God forbid. Up next is Brenton and Tamara, and their video was so stressful to watch. But in response to the video, Tamara says she never had an issue with his career. She never thought she was better than him. And Celine, of all people, I don't know why she's chiming in, is like, that's BS.
My face might have looked like that, but that's not how I feel.
It doesn't sound like it though. That's why I'm questioning
well, you've been in the room with us all the time.
Well, exactly. Obviously, I wasn't. Hence why I'm asking a question.
So I answered your question.
Tamara.
The fact of the matter is, I don't know if Tamara just doesn't see it. I don't know if she's proud of it, but she does turn up her nose at people, at occupations, at different people's decisions in life, you know, with the whole Dominica situation. Like, she's very self-entitled. Can you be self-entitled or is it just entitled? She's very entitled and it has never gone away. That first impression that Brent had of her was absolutely who she is as a person. And I found it so hilarious that when they were now doing the line of questioning with the am I having a stroke? The text between her and Mitch, she was saying, oh, he called me late at night saying, you know, all he does is think about me and blah, blah, blah. And it was just too much for her to handle.
All the stuff she said, it sounds like you want him and that's it, and this is made up.
Can I leave? I've had enough. I don't want to listen to it anymore. Oh, boy.
When she's in the bag, she's talking to, I think Sam was the one who ran after her, and she's saying, it's not my fault that I don't want to fall in love with someone in retail. I thought you just said somebody's career doesn't matter. Okay. And he's not even in retail. Oh my gosh, she's just too much. I just want her to get her story straight. If you have a problem with somebody making less than a certain amount, just say that. Stand in it. Who cares? We all have a preference. And if that's your preference, don't waver on it. She keeps having an issue that Brent is unable to say exactly what he does as a career. You're unable to say exactly what it is that you have a problem with Brent. So birds of a feather flock together. Next is Al's little highlight reel. And honestly, in as much as Al was definitely too immature for a serious relationship, at least a marriage, we know these marriages aren't legal, I enjoyed him. I did.
Come at the hour, come at the man. Are you like the mom, is it?
Oh my God.
I love you all.
Thanks for bringing the good times out.
He was good entertainment. It sucks that he was partnered with Samantha because she just, she stayed coming for his manhood. But, you know, he was a good time to watch. Somebody who wasn't a good time to watch was Carolina, who was invited on the couch with Dion and she refused. And they started going through the reel of their marriage. And she basically was saying, you know, there was nothing between us. Like, you know, it was just never there. And then they're showing us a storyline of how it led to her and Daniel.
Oh
my God, God. Oh, turn it off.
So Daniel had actually speculated that, why did I blank? What's her name? Oh my gosh, my memory is shit, you guys. Carolina had a man on the outside. He texted his mom, I think he said that, oh, I think she has a guy on the outside. He had no idea the guy was on the inside. And my personal opinion with this whole situation, I would like them to stop making it seem like this affair was a betrayal to Dion. Because for me, from the get-go, she's always been saying, it's not there. I don't like him, not attracted. Like, she would come for him. The story I would rather they go with was that she's just a horrible human being. Okay? She would constantly belittle this man. She would gaslight him, make it seem like there was potential even for a friendship when she knew damn well she had no intentions of pursuing that, and then went and saw somebody outside of, well, in the experiment, but outside of the experiment, it's confusing, who she could have at least given Dion the courtesy of, hey, I'm going to cut this off. It is what it is. We're not going to work. Cool. And then start things with Daniel. You know what I mean? But them constantly bringing it up as if, you didn't give Dion she was never going to. It was never going to work. And the word on the street is Dion is with his ex-partner anyway, who is beautiful, I might add. So, I mean, let bygones be bygones, I guess. Then Dion... Well, I think Carolina was trying to give an apology, and she said, I'm sorry, but I don't regret it because I found love. Daniel also tried to give an apology, saying, I'm sorry, your feelings were hurt. And Dion wraps up this whole storyline by saying, my feelings were not hurt. I would have appreciated the respect of ending things before continuing with Daniel, but that's not what happened, and that's fine. I wish y'all well, whether you are together or not, and I'm moving on with my life. And this is why we love Dion. Always classy. Up next is Olivia and Jackson. And during their segment just about their relationship, the experts are very complimentary. You can't lie. Before we knew how unhinged Olivia really was, I was honestly shocked at how great of a time that they were having. You know what I mean? So I do understand the experts' commentary based on their actual relationship. Then things take a turn when the experts are talking about the controversy between Dom and Liv, and they rehash the glass breaking situation. And I don't know how this girl still thinks that Dominica fashioned a weapon, because that's not what happened. And even everyone else was like, did you not just see the tape? Like, it's right there.
You didn't wave the weapon ever.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody said that you did.
Oh, you an angel. Don't worry, everyone else is wrong.
Side note, Dominica's tattoo of the broken glass, I love it. And I also love her explanation. It wasn't in pride of the action that she did, but it was basically to symbolize the fact that we are all broken people. We all make poor decisions, but that doesn't define the people that we are. Chef's kiss. Loved it. In this segment, though, she's still saying, I regret getting to that point because it led to a series of events that were very unfortunate on her end. Olivia says that she's apologizing for speaking to Dominica the way that she did. And, for me, the difference between the two of them is that in as much as I didn't like when Dominica would pipe up either, Dominica never said anything out of malice. That part is true. It was always in a constructive way. Whether or not you wanted her opinion or not, she was going to give it. But it never was to attack until, she called Carolina a bitch. Well, she didn't call her a bitch. She said, don't act like a... It's complicated. Whereas with Olivia... she said things to purposely hurt people's feelings. She said things to purposely seek revenge on Dominica. So it's really up to interpretation how you want to see either person. I'm still Team Dom, but I'm not Team Attack Olivia. I want to make that part clear again. Last but not least is Dominica and Jack, who are on the couch looking very chummy. And even the experts are like, okay, so hold on. Y'all didn't show up together, but you still look very coupled up. Is there hope for the two of you?
Justin Bieber said it, never say never. She's quoted the Biebs.
Yes, I'm quoting the Biebs. I will never say never. I will fight till forever.
Again, some of you guys have told me that, yes, indeed, they are together. And even at this No Olivia, we don't serve Olivia's a party, Dominica was there with Jack. Ella was there with Brent. And I'm like, you know what? I still believe that they will be the most successful couple. Honestly, I look at compatibility if their storyline was real, and they do seem like the best fit there. I hope that they are together. I hope that they last. I mean, we've seen more destructive couples last than these. Remember these people? Don't they have twins or something? If they can make it work, y'all can make it work. But that is the end of season 9. We have made it. I'm surprised that I made it through every episode. And also an announcement for some of the people who've been asking about the privated videos. When I get copyright strikes, sometimes I try to edit out the copywritten parts, but they'll keep the copyright strike. And I'm just like, you know what? Just private the whole video. I'm not trying to get into trouble with YouTube or with, 9 now, because that's a big network and I don't want them to sue me. So yeah, for people who've been asking, that's why they're privated, but you can watch everything else, and I'll try to be back for the next season because this has been fun. So as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next season.